Hello children and welcome back to your moral science classes. So today we are going to study lesson 11, that is care for public places. So care for public places. Children, we can all take care of our houses. We all want to keep our house neat and clean and want it to look beautiful, and we don't want others to make our home dirty by throwing something or by drawing on the walls or things like that. We don't want, right? Similarly, we should take care of public places, because public places is meant for public, and who is public? We are public, right? So we should take care of the public property or public places, because if we will not take care, then who's gonna take care of the public places, right? So in this chapter we will see that how we should take care of the public places and keep it neat and clean, so that when public or like we go to such places, we feel good, we don't feel unhappy to see these places. So let's start. Open page number 37, lesson 11, care for public places. Park is a public place. So one of the public places is a park, where we all like to go, on holidays and all. We love to go to parks with our family, with our friends, and enjoy ourselves. And imagine you are going to a public park and it is all filled with litters, and all kachras are lying here and there. The waste things are lying outside the dustbin instead of inside the dustbin. So you will feel good? Obviously you will not feel good, right? So every city or town has a park. We all have park. Every city has a park. Parks are made beautiful with lawns, plants, and trees and flowers. Play items make the park more attractive. So why these parks are very beautiful? Because it is all filled with beautiful flowers and trees and different kinds of plants, and the swings are there where children enjoy to ride. So many things are there which makes park look very beautiful and attractive. A gardener looks after the plants and trees in a park. He grows flowers, plants and colorful ferns in an orderly manner. So who take care of the plants, the beautiful attractive flowers that we see in the park? A gardener. He takes care of the plants which grows in the garden. These parks are for everybody to enjoy. The flowers grown in parks appear beautiful and attractive. We must not pluck flowers. Play carefully in order to avoid damage to the plants or to the lawns. We must use the play items carefully. So how can we take care of the park? By doing what things we can, because park is for public. We all go to park, okay? So parks is meant for everybody to enjoy. So how we should take care? What things we should do not to damage or to spoil the park? We should not, first of all, we should not pluck the flowers. Obviously we see beautiful flowers, we want to pluck it, we want to keep it, but no, we should not keep it. Flowers look beautiful until they are at their place. Once you pluck them, no, the beauty of flowers goes away. So avoid plucking flowers, okay, especially from the public gardens and all. Next is play carefully in order to avoid damage. Suppose you are playing with cricket, you are playing, or badminton or football you are playing, and the ball is going and destroying or damaging the flowers. So it can damage the flowers, which is not good. That may spoil, that may ruin the garden, that may spoil the hard work of the gardener who works so hard to grow such beautiful flowers for us. And so you should avoid playing in the area where you can damage the plants or flowers. Or if you play, you should play very carefully. We must use the play items carefully. Whatever bat, ball, this badminton racket, football, whatever you are using, you should use it carefully. We must not take pets in the park. They may cause damage to the park. So let everyone have recreation in the park. So some of the people have the habit of taking their pets to the park. especially dogs and all. So no, you should not take pets to the park. Park is made for the people, general people. So if you take your pets, and your pet may go just anywhere and they can spoil the things. And also some people are not very fond of, suppose you are very fond of dog, you are a dog lover, but maybe the other person is not fond of dog. So he or she may not feel comfortable in presence of your pet. So you should avoid taking your pet to public places, okay? Because everyone has the right to enjoy. So park is a public place, so you should take care about the feelings of others also. Keep the park beautiful and peaceful. And how can you keep the park beautiful and peaceful? By not doing certain things. And what are these certain things which you should not do? First is littering the place. Littering the place means throwing garbage in the place. You should avoid, you should not do that. Causing nuisance by loud noise. Suppose you have gone for a picnic and you are playing loud music. Maybe you are enjoying, but some others are there who are not enjoying. They want peace. They have gone there for peace, and they are listening such loud music played by you. So they might not like. And park is not a private property of yours that you can do whatever you feel like. You should, as I say, respect others' feelings also. Okay. So you should avoid playing loud music or even shouting. You should avoid. Okay. Damaging pots and plants. No, you should not do anything that may damage the pots and plants of the garden, like playing and all. Then you should do it carefully. Playing bat and ball, that might again damage the flowers and pots. So you should not avoid playing with bat and ball. Riding bicycles. Suppose you're riding bicycle, riding rashly here and there, and some people are suppose walking, and again with bicycle it might hinder their walk. So you should not ride. Park is not the place to ride bicycle, right? You can have a walk, you can take a walk there, but no, cycling you should not do. Next, letting pets spoil the place. Obviously, as I told you that you should avoid taking pet, because they may, cause, they may dirty the park. So you should avoid taking pets to the park. People visit ancient buildings, forts, towers and monuments. They are historical places as well as our national heritage. They are the wealth of the nation. We have inherited them from the past. So we go to many historical places, right? Like buildings, ancient buildings are there, forts are there, palaces are there. We go to visit them. They are historical places, and they are the national heritage of, they are the heritage of our country. And they are the actual wealth of the nation. Suppose if I give you example, Taj Mahal, it is one of the 7 wonders. It is one of the wealth of our country. We are proud that Taj Mahal is in India. So we have inherited them from the past. From ancient, our ancestors have made all these things, and we are proud of these monuments, these ancient buildings. So they are invaluable. There is no value. We cannot compare them with money. They are invaluable things. So learn to preserve the monuments. So you should not do anything that may cause damage to these ancient monuments, to our national heritage. Okay. Most of our national monuments are world famous. Most of them are like Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Qutub Minar. All these are world famous. People all over the world know about these places. So these ancient monuments, they are known for their rich culture and history, right? The Taj Mahal of Agra is one of the greatest wonders of the world, and one of the monuments which we are extremely proud of is Taj Mahal. That is a beautiful monument made by Shah Jahan, and we are very proud of this monument that it is in our country, India. The Qutub Minar of Delhi is the highest brick minaret in the world. Defacing a monument is punishable by law because it is a national heritage, and if you are found guilty of damaging the national heritage. This is a crime. This is punishable by law. So be very, very careful that when you go to visit the national heritage, the historical monuments, you should not do anything that may destroy our national heritage or national monuments or buildings, whatever you are visiting. Your behavior at public places shows your character. It is a very important thing. So when how you behave at public places, your character is determined by this. Okay, you are very good to your father, mother, your parents know you are very good, your friends know you are very good. But when you go to public places, when you meet to unknown people, they don't know how you are. So the way you behave, so you are judged by them according to your behavior at public places. If you behave with responsibility, people will regard you as a dignified person. So when you go to public places and you are, behaving in a very dignified way, in a very responsible way, not damaging anything, not touching things unnecessarily, that shows that how responsible you are and how dignified you are. So behave properly when you go to public places. You visit zoological gardens, you watch monkey in cages, you admire beautiful tigers in the zoo. You wonder how hippos swim with their huge bodies. You also watch a large variety of birds. These animals and birds are living beings. You must love them and never tease them. You must never feed them. They are given food only at the proper time. Always show respect to your national heritage. So children, very often you go to zoo, no, with your family and friends. You enjoy watching different kind of animals there, different kind of birds there. You admire them. But children, many people have the habit of teasing the animals. They enjoy in teasing the animals. They are also living beings. We are living beings. Likewise, they are also living beings. They can also feel. They feel the pain. If you throw a stone at them, if somebody throws stone at you, you will feel pain, right? Same way, they also feel pain. If you throw stone or something or you tease them, they do not like it. They get irritated. And sometimes it can be dangerous also. So you should watch the animals at distance, and you should maintain a distance, and you should admire their presence, their different creatures you see. You should admire them, but you should never tease them. And also some people have the habit of feeding the animals. Whenever you go, you give popcorns, you give whatever you are eating. See, some food is not suitable for them. They can be dangerous for them. And also there is a particular time. It's not like somebody is feeding you always, you'll keep eating. No, you eat at proper time. This time for breakfast, lunch, dinners. Likewise, they are also given food by the zookeepers from time to time. So you don't need to feed them. Don't think that they are hungry, they are not getting food, so you should feed them. No, you should avoid. Just watch them, enjoy their beauty, enjoy their presence, and that is all, children. So at the end, I would like to say the same thing, that your behavior in public places gives you tells the person you are, the type of person you are, your character. So behave properly in the public places, because you are judged by your behavior in the public places. So that is all for today, children. I hope you have understood the chapter. Just go through the chapter, read once, and that is all. Thank you.